As part of the composing paper for Leaving Certificate Music, you will be asked to answer two questions, one from section A, which is melody writing, and one from section B, which is harmony. In section A, you will choose one of the following three options: continuation of a given opening, setting music to a given text, or composing to a given dance rhythm or meter or form. If you are one of my students, you will know that we have been working on the first option, continuation of a given opening. And this is the question we are going to look at in this series of tutorials. In the first tutorial, we are going to look at the essential points you must consider before writing your melody. These include reading and understanding the question you are being asked, establishing the key you are in and whether it is major or minor, establishing the time signature, establishing if there is an anacrusis, and creating a chord grid and mapping out a shape for your melody. Here is question 1 from section A of the 2018 Leaving Cert composition paper. While there can be some interpretation and debate over what constitutes a good melody, the instructions within the melody are very clear. Firstly, you are to continue the given melody. Don't set out to create a new melody for the remaining 12 bars. It must be based on the opening 4 bars. Establish the key signature. Remember, you may be asked to write a melody in either the major or the minor key. Don't assume you are writing in the major key. For instance, in the example here, there is one sharp sign in the key signature. This means the piece could be in G major or E minor. The relative minor is the 6th step of the major scale. But how do you determine if the song is in the minor key? Well, there are a few important indicators. Firstly, check the notes of bar 1. Assume that the chord of 1 is being used in this bar. Be clear on what the notes in either chord are. So if the key is G major, the chord of 1 is G, B, D. But if the key is E minor, the chord of 1 is E, G, B. As you can see here, E, G and B, all three notes are present in bar 1. So it's safe to say we're probably in the minor key. Secondly, look for a raised 7th. As well as this, accidentals, sharp, flats or natural signs should stick out, and you should immediately consider that you may be in the minor key. So if you're in the key of E minor, coming back to the point we made about the raised 7th, you should see a raised D or a D sharp. As you can see, we have a D sharp in bar 1. We also have a D sharp in bar 4. This is the raised 7th in the minor key. We can now be absolutely confident that we are in the minor key, which in this case is E minor. Now you move on to the next tutorial, the first step in which will be to write out a chord map. And we will then begin to write melodies.